We are live. Whew. We got the Jeff Jodway. That's how you say it. Red dog, red. If you are an Asian woman looking for a sugar daddy
or a green card,
or a green card,
Bobo.
No, Bobo doesn't want. No.
He doesn't.
Bobo.
No. He does monetary donations.
And that's girl has to be making a living off of a yeah. All right, we're gonna try to get this stud in with us, Big Johnny. But let's start out the show. Let's get this rocking and rolling. How's that audio sound? Before John yells at me, before Johnny yells at me, that sounds good. Let's pull Johnny. Johnny, you ready? You get a sec. You give Jeff. Jeff will pull you in. Can you pull him in?
Okay. We're getting set up. You ain't got the shot.
I'm getting the shot. I think we got the shot.
The true hero. Yo, what up? Oh, the babies.
Okay with that video?
Who wants
Yeah,
to touch
so
the
let it
babies?
play. 100%.
Yeah.
What happens if you touch the
I
babies?
just send it to you, but I keep forgetting.
Put it on, Put it on the feed, would you?
Yeah.
All right. What do we got?
Best exercises for lower back.
Oh, I freaking love that. Will you also let me know your age and I know you're asking the question, but why that specific body part? I'd love to understand the question itself and why you asked it, because I think that's brilliant. Just so you know. Well, just anybody here, and it's an interesting thing too, because I know that the medical world or the social media echo people jumped on the whole bandwagon about longevity is a good indicator to longevity would be strong quads, strong legs. And that's 100% not true. It's somewhat true in the sense of you got to be able to get up and get moving, but it is the lower back, it is the hips and the ability to have good range of motion with your legs, not just strong quads. Because I think everybody's going to run out now because they go, all the doctors and these famous Instagram people said it's
Right.
quad strength. You know, well, that's all they are now. And so they're going to run out. You're going to do these partial leg presses, and your lower back's still going to decay away, and your hips. And the point of it, which makes sense, is that you can get up and still move and want to do things instead of just sit at home as you age. And if I've lost you on this, don't worry about it. You'll hear about it in time. But I'll just jump through it. That it's the lower back. It's the hips, it's your legs feeling healthy, knees, is longevity. And so the question there with the lower back is great.
You didn't reply. I don't know if you heard you or he did. Oh, here he is.
Okay.
He's back. 35. My back is looking nice, but my lower back isn't.
Okay, so he's saying that there's maybe some body fat is what I'm picking up on this. And he just wants to get it better looking possibly or more muscular. So hyperextensions, farm boy deadlifts. I call them farm boy deadlifts. The world will catch on to that in about 10 years. So it's a lot more lower back. Johnny's he's still working on that screen there. I see it. And then we just, believe it or not, there's different reasons for why I like the lower back, because it's got to be so strong for the long haul. And so we got a reverse hyper, love. What's the other one called?
The back extension?
The hyper extension, but it's called it a hip
GHD machine.
Okay, a GHD, a glute ham. You know, I like that one too, because I love how far out you are compared to a hyperextension. And then I like the rotation of incorporating in those upper glutes as you're pulling it in.
Chat. Are we blocking this guy? Chat, press 1 if we're blocking.
Yeah, if you want us to block Bobo today, yeah. I know. There he is.
What's up?
Hi, Playboy.
How you doing?
Good, man. So tell us, where is the crew today?
Where is the crew today?
Where are you? Where is this? Is this the office?
Yeah, I'm at the office. I'm in the lounge. I'm in the tight lounge right now.
Okay.
Looking back at me and stuff like that, and kind of just get a different environment to where we were shooting at before.
I like the change. We've tried the upstairs. We got to get back to the upstairs again. Let's do the upstairs.
Yeah.
My friend, I get to see you in a week.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait. I cannot wait. It's gonna be
So-
on and popping, dude.
Can you let us know what we're doing, and also what kind of promotions do we have going into the Mr. Olympia?
Sure. So, all kinds of stuff going into Mr. Olympia. As far as promotion for people that aren't going to be there or are going to be there, they can get the Bulwark special for $130 for guys, $200 for females. And you'll get that whether you're at Olympia or not. You can call or text in. You can get it from the website. Or you can sign up at the booth. And that will be something that everybody can be able to do. You can sign up for Bulwark at the booth. The other thing is we're going to do the meet Michael Hearn and the Titans the next day after Saturday and Sunday morning. So that'll be something else that we're going to do. As far as other specials that are going on right now, we've got our mental clarity, like limitless therapies that you're going to get $50 off on, from anything from NAD to CMAX, C-Rank, and a number of other ones that I think that we have in store. So if you guys are interested about those, you guys can call or text and talk to the staff.
I do want to say to everybody that there's a lot of peptides. There's a lot of peptides out there, and peptides again is a cool name for basically a line of amino acids for certain aspects of it. I got my copper from Titan Medical. You guys got that back in. Thank you.
Yes.
Do you explain this to them? Because I know there's a huge list of peptides, but I jump back to the biotin and the copper. And so again, this is all about trying to get that skin, right? That little skin action going on, right? Oh, wait a minute. Am I ready for the Olympia, guys?
Crazy,
I'm
bro.
just saying.
That's crazy.
We're just sitting here. We're not even doing anything here. I'm just sitting here.
It's insane.
So if you girls want to DM me for some OnlyFans photos, Bobo is the guy to go to. Go through him for the Michael Hearns OnlyFans account. But Johnny, please take it away, my friend.
So the copper peptides like GHK and stuff like that. So these are awesome peptides, and what they really do is they help the body produce more collagen. And by doing the more collagen, it's going to help with the skin. It's going to help with a number of different things. Skin repair, that's the big thing that they talk about with these copper peptides, is talking about like resurfacing the skin. So if you have acne scars or anything like that, this is something that can really help the face, wrinkles, and all these different things. Plus, having your skin have elasticity. That's another big part of it. And as you age, collagen production slows down. You don't have as much. And that's why our skin doesn't look as good as we age. So this is something to really, really throw in there. It's more of an anti-aging for the body all the way around. And definitely for the skin too as well.
The biotin. The biotin,
Yes.
I wouldn't even say biotin. I hit the top three. So explain to those guys about the this crazy mop I got on the head, but for all those guys out there.
Sure. So biotin injectable is the exact same way. We're talking about, another B vitamin. That's what biotin is. And biotin works on hair, skin, and nails. And it helps the production of this too, as well as far as energy transportation too, as well. So there's a couple good things about biotin, but injectable biotin is far superior than any oral product that you're going to get on the market. So anything you're getting over the counter, anything like that, injectable biotin is going to blow it away. The absorbency, the best transportation rate inside the body, so you're going to win all the way around there. And it will help with hair regrowth. It'll help with nails to grow longer, obviously, and stronger too. So you're reversing your aging in your hair, skin, and nails with biotin 2 as well. And to use both of these together is the ultimate for the outside aesthetics.
Man, Johnny's knocking this out of the park. Let's throw some more lobs towards you, or let's take a couple questions real quick.
Yeah. Where is a link to get the blood work? All right, so we can post that in the chat.
33.
Yeah.
2 seconds here, and you guys can get this. And this right here, this young lady that just made this comment, phenomenal. Anybody here that says about it's too late for you, mostly you 30-year-olds that go, hey, can I still lift? Go take a look at her physique. And but she's very consistent, and again, doesn't think like the average, but beautiful physique. And yeah, but this is here would be what you guys need to take down. It's pretty easy.
Yep.
Go over online today and get that. Tell them you saw the show, you saw the link, and you'll get the discount.
Yep, right there. That's it. So be able to buy it themselves right there.
We're going to keep that up for a second, but Jeffrey, throw up a question and then pull this back up.
Start basic.
Wow. Okay, Johnny. Good.
Is testosterone good for working out? Obviously, yes. Testosterone is going to help in your workouts, but a lot of people get it twisted and think that they can't take testosterone without working out. That's false, right? People think, huh?
Can you say that again?
Sure. So obviously it's going to benefit your workouts to take testosterone, but a lot of people get it twisted and they think that they have to work out to take testosterone. And that's absolutely false. You're taking testosterone because you want your body healthy, right? You want to work optimally. You're not just taking it to build muscle. And a lot of people think that that's what all it is. Like, all right, I'm going to have great libido and I'm going to build muscle. So I'm not going to take my testosterone when I'm not working out. Or when I get sick, I'm going to stop all my stuff. Like, that's not good, right? And these are things that a lot of people do. A lot of people do this.
This is what you hear. This is what you hear. This is what you hear through DMs or social media.
Yeah,
wow.
Right. Patients. We talk to on a basis. Yeah, on the 13. Yeah, I've heard everything from patients. Everything underneath the sun that you could possibly think of, from that to other things. So at that point, like, nothing really surprises me anymore. But that's the common response that people think.
I believe this. It's just shocking to me. Because and if somebody goes, well, why would that be shocking? Why would you take testosterone if you're not working out? I don't know. Why would you take your medication if you're sick? You shouldn't. If you're sick, stop taking your medication too. It's like, wait a minute. Your body, if you have or are on TRT and you're taking something to regulate your body, that's just normal. You're not a superhero, folks. In no world are you. It's like you're just now normal again. It's like taking medication if you're sick. You got to take your medication and you're not sick no more. It's just you're back to it. But medication you can stop, but maybe your body's not producing it. And that's why you started TRT. And that's why John is here to help you get there. So that's it. Wow.
Yeah. It's crazy, but I tell people, like, listen, you're going to feel even worse after 2 weeks of not taking your testosterone. Your body's going to be like kind of shocked, and it's going to be imbalanced. Like, hormones are trying to figure out what's going on. Body's trying to figure out, hey, what do we need to do here to like get normal, get back to homeostasis. So
right.
It's not a good process. So if you're consistent with your medication, that's a good thing. Now, if you missed a week, like, hey, listen, something happened, you were gone out of the country and you didn't have your medication, I guess it is what it is. But, even if you're not working out, you should be taking your medication as directed, and everything will be good. Like, if you stop, then other things can happen. So don't do that.
And again, everybody, the link up here is where you can just go online right now and just tell them you just saw John and Mike talking, and this is where you can get your lab sent to you. And then what you'll do is you'll receive that in your email, no matter where you are in the United States. And then you'll find LabCorp and just go on over there. You don't need to be in Florida. You don't need to be right by Titan Medical to get this done. I'm in California. So, and we go and it's 15 minutes done out,
Including travel.
Yeah.
including travel.
There.
Yeah, it's the truth.
Oh, I got a question from me, John.
Oh, I got you both.
Booyah.
Go with it.
So I've heard about people, or John, what are your opinions on using oxandrolone in conjunction with BPC and TB500 for recovering from injuries? I've heard about people using it on like a 60-day period at a microdose. Wanted to get your expert opinion on that, though.
It definitely has the medical backing for that. Yeah. So like, when you look at oxandrolone, Anavar, and you use, say, what was this FDA approved for? So it was approved for burn victims, right? It was approved so they didn't go through muscle wasting when they were laying in bed, right? Recovering from these burns. So it can absolutely be used. And that is one thing that we do prescribe it for here at Titan Medical Center. If you just had surgery or something like that, or you have something chronic from a surgery in the past or something like that, then we can absolutely do oxandrolone for a patient. Do I think it would benefit a patient that's recovering? Yes, I do. Will we give it to all patients that recover? Maybe not, but there are some, right? And this is where, it's case by case scenario. We say, if everything looks good, then the providers are more than likely going to do something like that. But yeah, that would definitely help you. It would help you. One, you're going to be retaining muscle and be able to add it on a lot easier. The only thing I would say is this. I would only tell somebody that's on testosterone to do that. The reason I say that is because you're going to shut down even on a microdose. You take oxandrolone, going to shut down your natural production, especially if you're taking consistently. So I don't care if it's 10 milligrams, and that's what a microdose is to these guys. It's 10 to 12 milligrams. The upper doses.
So just so I understand this, so the person could do it hypothetically if he's not on TRT. Stay with me for a second. They're injured, knee happened or something happened, and so they do this microdose plus the BP and the TB500, and then after they're healed, then make the switch from healing the body, making sure they're good, to TRT to continue forward. They could do that possibly.
They could possibly do that, but I'm just warning people that if you're not on testosterone, you're going to crash your levels. You're going to take this, you're going to feel real good. DHT, it's a DHT derivative. It's going to rise up. You're going to feel great. But when you stop, if you don't convert into something else, right, or try to
That's why I'm saying the bridge.
Yeah, no, sure. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I know the problem is Jeff's a young kid. He's 23. So, if he gets an injury and comes out, then he has to think about it. But I'm thinking of the old guys. It's like, these guys get injured off of moving a couch. And they're still maybe on the fence going, well, I don't want to do that. Or I just want to keep whatever they're doing. And this might be a good going, hey, wait a minute, your body's falling apart. Your shoulder last month, your knee this month, your lower back is going. So maybe this is kind of a sign that heal up whatever's injured and then make the step over to continuing forward to try to be a healthier version of you. So that's good for the youngsters or the oldsters. Put that in the dictionary. I made up that word, oldsters.
And now, how does that affect females, though? Is it the same?
So it's a DHT derivative. Yeah, I mean, they say that all this is like the less, as far as steroid effects that a woman can get if they take the steroid. If they take enough of it, they're going to get more masculine. It just is what it is. Like, you higher dose. I've seen some of these bikini competitors now, they're taking 50 milligrams to 100 milligrams. That's out of sight for me as a guy. But I know a lot of guys are taking that, 150 milligrams a day, which I would never do. You go past the 60-day point with taking oxandrolone, it crystallizes in the kidneys. So at that point, I would stay away from oxandrolone. If you're going to do it, I would do it for 60 days. And at that point, you're going to have something to support liver functions too as well.
Before you keep going on this, can you jump back just for a second? Because I know that Jeff knows about this stuff and you know about this. I think there's a lot of people that don't even know what you're speaking of. And so
Yeah.
when you're talking about the women and them doing this, break it down for them.
Yeah.
Talk to us like we're 5-year-olds.
So, okay. So oxandrolone or Anavar is commonly used for guys and girls. Girl competitors use it because one, they think that it makes them shred up. It doesn't make you shred up. It's not a weight loss drug, right? It is a hardener. It's a DHT derivative. So at that point, what do they take it for? They take it to harden up, make more dense muscle, and that's where they take it, right? It will help like muscle pumps, your workouts, if you're taking pre-workout, but that's what it is. Now, girls are starting to take more and more dosages and higher doses of the medication. So when you take higher doses of a masculine hormone like this, you are at a higher risk to viralization to get more masculine traits or hair or a deeper voice per se. I mean, it really doesn't really happen off oxandrolone too much, but there are side effects that can happen. The other side effect is losing hair, right? Girls don't like to lose hair. And we talk about a DHT derivative. This raises DHT levels pretty high. So if you are in that male pattern baldness on your father's side or your mom's side, you're a girl or a guy, this could affect it. That's one thing I have had. You know who did that? One of our really good friends, when you were down, Mike, right? I don't want to say their name on here, but when you were down the first time, when I gave you the painting, the original first time, and we had our special guest show up, right? His wife, when we originally met years and years and years ago, was going to some other clinic, and they told her, "Hey, for weight loss, let's put you on oxandrolone." Put her on oxandrolone. What happened? She started losing her hair, and she's a star too, to a certain extent, and she was freaking out. She was wearing headbands every day, So there are side effects that can happen with these things. So everything has a risk, okay? And at that point, just know that. But it is a very safe drug to a certain extent if it's used properly, but used improperly, it can do damage.
And then also jumping back real quick, for a female looking to use it in conjunction for muscle recovery at a very low dose, what are there side effects like the testosterone effect on males that happen for females or anything else?
I mean, yes, they will shut down their natural production. That's one thing that will happen if they're not doing some other sort of supplementation of testosterone. But at lower doses, lower risk, right? Higher doses, higher risk. So if they're taking 5 milligrams or 10 milligrams, those are studied doses, right? Like those are the approvals are for. When they start getting to 50 milligrams, 100 milligrams, I mean, it's getting a little absurd. I think just to me, right? Like
what were they saying about microdose?
I heard. I think I was 10.
10.
I think 10 a day.
And then
what I heard.
And just so I'm just curious. I'm curious on on TikTok though. So I'm curious on.
This is why I bring the answers.
Right to the man. Yeah. Let's not go with the TikTok experts.
I don't want that shit out there.
What? Just I'm curious. What is a average competitor using of this? Is that like 100, 150? Is that what you guys were thinking?
For girls, it's to a day is like 50 milligrams. I've seen some girls go up to 100. Guys, I see up to 150 milligrams. They're taking 50 milligrams 3 times a day. There's no way I would do that. There's no way I would do that ever.
I gotcha.
Ever. I would do if we do it, maybe 50 milligrams tops. And that would be like maybe a split of a 25 and a 25, right? You want to hit in the morning and then you hit it later on. You can hit right in the morning, right after your meal, and then right before training or right after training.
They have a short lifespan. A short lifespan in the body.
Yeah, you're talking about what, 24 hours tops.
I got you. All right. Well, that was some good TikTok information for us.
Yeah.
All right. What else do we got today? Wow, that's a good question.
MK77 safe to use. So yeah, it's safe to use. I mean, now listen, to a certain degree, when I want to say unsafe, it's not going to kill you, but unsafe to me would be like You're irresponsible with it. So you take it and you eat a whole bunch of sugary things. You're going to spike your sugar levels, right? And insulin. So, being like that, if you keep doing something like that, like you can turn diabetic, right? That's the same thing that happens with anything else, with growth hormone or these growth hormone peptides. Like you keep spiking sugar anyway. These are bad things. So otherwise than that, it's pretty safe.
I gotta pull you back again. I gotta pull you back. Sorry.
Sure.
Not everybody's gonna understand what MK is.
Sure. So I apologize. So MK677 is ibutamoren. It's growth hormone releasing hormone peptide. It's one of the only oral forms of the GHRH. And this is something that a patient would take. And when they take it, what it's going to do is it's going to stimulate growth hormone levels by the pituitary. And it's also going to stimulate your GREL and your hunger hormone. And it's going to make you desperately hungry. Right? So when you take it, even though you had a huge meal 15 minutes beforehand, probably 15 to 20 minutes later, you're going to be famished. You're going to want to eat a lot. So this is where you need to be prepared with your meals and what you're going to do and have a game plan with it and use it like that and have a tool, or use it as a tool and not as anything else, I guess, to hurt you.
So just so I understand this, you can have carbohydrates, but not an extreme amount. Is that what you're saying here? Because most people do eat carbs. So this is something, how do you talk to these people and say, yes, you can eat a balanced meal, your carbohydrates should be at a certain amount, and you're taking MK? Because this wouldn't be just a keto type of supplementation, would it?
Yeah, if they did a keto type deal, I mean, I think it would work pretty well too, as well. So I mean, with that,
but I'm saying
spiking a whole bunch of.
What do you mean by spiking and sugar? Just so these guys understand that.
What I mean is that when you take this, you don't have any sort of plan of what you're going to eat, and you got 3 kids at home that have no sort of diet plan. So you have Twinkies, ding dongs, ho hos. You go, you rate them all, you eat them all because you're so famished, you're so hungry. Now what's happening? Right?
Got you. So it's the person that is not following a proper nutrition or training program and just goes, I heard about this. I'm going to keep eating the way I want to, but I'm going to take this. Just so you guys hear, most of you, I'm hoping you're working out of some sort, even if it's just your walks and runs during the day or something, but you also should be eating correctly. And if you're eating correctly, then this shouldn't hurt you in that sense, right?
Right, that's correct. You'll be good to go then. Otherwise, like I said, even with I've seen some guys dirty bulk on this and purposely do it like that too. So I wouldn't recommend it. Just have a diet plan together. What you're going to do. You have a game plan. You're like, most of the people that I see this works best with is people that already have a plan together, people that are following a plan, but people that cannot get all the calories in that plan desires. So if you say, hey, listen, Mike, you have a plan for me for 4,000 calories. I can only hit 3,000. I'm trying, man, but I can't put any more down. All right. Well, now we know what tool we're going to use, right? We're going to pop MK. We're going to utilize that. And we're going to get those other 1,000 calories in because we need those 1,000 calories for the plan. That is for somebody that wants to grow, right? Like that, and has a plan of what or how they're going to do it eating wise.
Love it.
Otherwise, listen, there's other things that people can take and they don't have to have a plan and it works pretty well for them. But it's not going to stimulate hunger like MK. That's the only thing.
And you've talked about MK before and talked about there's some great things that come with it. You may get stronger. Obviously the eating is a great thing that you can eat better calories and more of it. That way you could burn the body fat, turn your body into a furnace as you're eating this food and getting bigger and stronger for you guys. And bigger and stronger or retaining what you have muscle wise, getting stronger and continue to have a good life. Jeffrey, throw me another.
Yeah, I mean, even recovery too on that, Mike. It speeds up recovery, anti-aging, like all that, just raising growth hormone levels like that. So, a lot you can do with it as far as that goes, with training and getting bigger and getting stronger. All right, what we got here? Yo,
You guys have the tanning peptide.
have the tanning, but yes, we have the tanning peptide. The tanning peptide is melanotan 2. Melanotan 2 will do that. You inject it, it will start turning your skin a little bit darker as far as that goes, and you'll get the libido effect from PT141 that's in it. That sequence is in melanotan. So you get the darkening of the skin, you get the libido effect too as well. And yes, we do have it for our patients.
Wow, that's great.
Is SARMs not just taking steroids? I'm confused. So
And I
SARMs,
one thing really quick here
I know
too.
exactly where he's coming from with this. Listen,
Yeah, I also want to
first
add.
off,
He also may think we've been talking about SARMs.
right? I know exactly what he's talking about. I'll hammer this home. So when you're talking about SARMs, first off, we need to be educated, and the education should come with is you think MK677 is a SARM. It's not. You can look it up. In the beginning, when MK first came out, they mislabeled it, and all these guys online jumped on the bandwagon because they had no idea about the drug. Yeah, it's a SARM, it's a SARM, it's a SARM. Well, it's a fact, okay? It's not a SARM. So at that point, I wouldn't take a SARM. SARM is going to shut down your natural production too. MK677 is not going to shut down your natural production. So the confusion, there should be none because it's not a SARM.
All right. Thank you, John, for clarifying that.
Yeah, I get that one all the time. Thoughts on keto? Could that help for good blood work? You know, I've seen some keto patients have really good blood work, and I've seen some keto patients not have good blood work because of the high fats. You know, so their LDL is like through the roof. Like, so at that point, like practitioner wise, they might not think it's good, but I've seen some keto patients that have really good blood work, like really good blood work. So I can't say yay or nay. I think that certain things work for certain people, and it's not a cookie cutter type thing. And you might need to try another diet if your cholesterol is looking jacked up.
Nice. I think, it seems like keto, just 2 cents here, is it seems like that's what the majority of society goes to later in life because their bodies don't utilize, and most people won't stay on the consistency of exercise and everything else to where they can have the carbohydrates. So I see most people go to keto.
What is this one? It says, how can I work for Titan Medical? I'm a nurse practitioner in Texas. Well, I don't know. We might be extending the network out to Texas. So, there might be some possibility. What I would say is go to TitanMedicalCenter.com, fill out the job application portion on there. It's on the contact us. We'll get all your information. We'll contact you. And then, who knows? Any peptide SARMs for lower back pain? Relevant from, what does that say? Herniated disc. Okay. So I would use BPC and TB500. These are the main ones that I would use for this. There's no SARM that's going to help for lower back pain or help fix lower back pain. So I would just stay away from SARMs altogether. But I would look at peptides. And I would look at BBC and TB500 just for the inflammation portion to get rid of that. It's obviously not going to fix a herniated disc, but it will help with the inflammation. I think that's going to probably give you the best relief out of everything that we have.
Glutathione?
Glutathione for sure. Another one for inflammation, right? Takes away. So, I would definitely do those. Those three are the top.
Great question.
Keep
good. These coming.
I wouldn't recommend SARMs for anything at all. There's not one thing that I'd recommend SARMs for. Mike, have you ever gotten
A DEXA scan.
a DEXA scan, in-body scan on your career? Do you pay more attention to look at the minor or those detailed scans to build your diet plan? So, all right. So have you ever had a DEXA, Mike? or in-body scan. I don't know. Do you know what an in-body scan is?
Yeah, same thing. It's just a scan of your density of the bones, muscles, all that body fat and everything. I've done, yeah, we do them every 2 months, have for forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love them.
Yeah.
They're good. They're good for me because I don't use them verbatim in the sense of if it says I'm at 7% body fat, I'm not really, I don't, that's not what I care about. I care about the bone density from the chart. I love seeing that and where I continue to make this bone density better as I get older and older, which is crazy. And then I don't use that for my nutrition at all. I do not go off of that. I go off of what I actually do in the sense of compared to a computer. So just so you understand, if you're eating twice a day and then you get a scan and it says you're 260 pounds, you should have this many calories, I would not be the person to go to that calorie intake. I would go off of what I'm doing and change it. So if I was only eating 2 meals, I'd go to 3 meals. And so that's how I use those things. And then I know I get asked this a lot. What's the best way to test your body fat? Just stay consistent with whatever machine you use. If you do the DEXA scan, if you do the water, if you do calipers, or you do a scale, just continue to use the same one and it will give you an idea if you're moving up or down. Have you ever done a DEXA scan?
Yeah, I've done DEXA. I actually have a machine here that was like InBody, but it was the cardiologist version of it. It was a real medical grade one that I used to use all the time. You know, I like InBodies to a certain extent, but man, some of those InBodies, I see some of those guys get on there because I'm 8% body fat. I'm like, you are not 8% body fat. I know 8% body fat looks like. You're not 8%. You look good, you're you know, but 8%, that's like, nah, bro. Nah, I'm sorry. So, you know, they're a good tool to judge.
I've been in this industry long enough to go, and it's relevant to the person. I think the most shocking was back in the 90s, Gilbert.
Yeah.
We were going to compete against each other in the Mr. America.
Okay.
And we're training together. And we both got our body fats checked. And mine was absolutely nothing. It was so low. And his was 8 or 9.
Mm-hmm.
And he looked leaner than I did.
Mm-hmm.
And so I love the fact that it's just two different bodies. It's just different. You know, these guys are walking on stage and they look like they have nothing. And some of them measure very high and some measure very low. So it's just whatever the individual does. So I've seen it long enough to go, you know, when they ask me, hey, what's your body fat? Dude, it don't matter. You know, what's your body weight? It's like, again, it's an art show. You get these guys that are 212, you know, and in photos, they look like they're 300 pounds, you know. So, yeah. Do them though. I love note taking. I love knowing where my lifts are. I love knowing the sets that I did a year ago at this weight. I love DEXA scans. I love all that stuff. I love my blood work and comparing the last year's blood work to this year's, the last 3 months so it's all that kind of stuff. But that's me. I'm a note taker.
I love all the data. Data's everything. Information's everything.
Yeah.
You know? All right.
What's the most important factor for injury prevention? Diet or controlled reps?
Oh, it's everything. And luck.
Luck.
Yeah.
What about you, Johnny? What do you think about this?
I think it really does have to do with both things, right? Like, you know, obviously diet is going to be one major factor, but, you know, controlled reps and what you're doing too, right? Not being stupid, not being ego, you know, not going crazy. I don't know. Anything can happen though. I've seen, you know, anything happen. So at that point, things happen, but, you know, if you're preparing the most you possibly can, you're eating good and you're training the best in the safest way, I mean, that's going to be the way to do it for sure. Controlled reps too.
Do a clip on this one. Go for a lead in again.
What is the most important factor for injury prevention? Diet or controlled reps?
I would love to say it's diet and controlled reps, but we've known too many great athletes that don't get injured, and they're explosions and they're banging heads 24/7. It's if you can try to remove the aspect of everything has to do with you getting hurt. If you always think about getting hurt, you're going to get hurt. At the bottom, at the end of the day, that's the way it goes. If you don't like squats, you heard they're bad for you, they're bad for you. If that's what your mindset is. If you go into it going, I'm going to just do the best I can, and that's the way to go. That's unfortunate, the truth of it. You can train very slow, you can eat great, and you're still going to possibly get injured.
Absolutely.
Get back to the question, the guys go, hey, well, machines or free weights?
Yeah.
It's like,
You can do it
whatever
both
you feel
ways.
like. Yeah, it doesn't work that way.
It don't matter.
I wish it did.
Yeah.
Jay Cutler blew his bicep. He wasn't doing biceps. He was doing chest. It's like, things like that happen. It's a fluke.
Yeah. It's true. It's definitely true.
Give me another one, Jeffrey. These guys are doing some good ones. It's a great question, though, but it's just, life doesn't work that way. You can do the best you can. Just do the best you possibly can. Eat right. And here's the thing. I guess this is probably what you're trying to ask, and I'm sorry it took us so long, me to get so here. Eat right to your best ability. Train smart to your best ability, and then do as you do.
41, haven't exercised or lifted in 7 years. How should I restart?
Oh,
Get your
great
blood
one.
work checked. Start in slow. Go in there, start getting it done.
Wow. Great question. But yeah, you're talking to the man right here. There's the link to get, it's 7 years. You're 41 now. So you jump past that. You were just before the mid 35s, and now get the blood work done. See if your body's functioning correctly. If it's off, talk to John and his team. Make sure that that's right, and then start 2 days a week training.
Yep.
Just get back in there and start moving. And that's great too, though. I mean, this guy gets his blood work. Let's say something is off. He gets optimized by Titan Medical, and then he starts training 2 days a week. The guy's he's exercised before, so how fast that memory muscle comes back?
Oh, yeah. Quick.
Yeah. Mostly if Titan Medical optimizes your body.
I mean,
Nice one. Great question. What do you see, Johnny?
I'm sorry. I don't see anything, to be honest with you. I can't see the comments on my side.
Oh, Jeff's on it.
Yeah. I'm just trying to look past
through
workout stuff.
It's a lot of workout stuff.
A lot of workout stuff. And we got enough workout stuff.
A lot of the workout stuff you guys are asking is already up and answered over on my YouTube. I would take advantage of this just to figure out about optimizing your body, making sure you're healthy, make sure that, and here's the thing, the workout stuff work if the body's working. You're bypassing the biggest thing, and that's just making sure your body's functioning correctly.
Yeah. Okay. It says, hi guys, what's a good exercise program for beginners? I'm 53, overweight, about 210 pounds. At 52, is cardio better or weight? Thank you. So obviously we're always going to talk about
5'2".
He's 5'2". Yeah, I'm sorry. 5'2" at 210 pounds, 53 years old. So definitely at this point, I definitely think the weights for sure. I mean, it's good to get some cardio in after the weights, but definitely get in some weights for sure. 30, 45 minutes, get in there, get together, get a little program together, get it moving.
See what this overweight for your height. That's you're definitely overweight here, and so thank you. It's a great question, but I would make sure that your body's functioning and you're healthy, and then I would get into the gym and get some weightlifting in. You can do some cardio. You don't have to choose. That's the great thing. You don't have to do an or. Never needs to be or. So just remember that. Get in there one day, do cardio. Get in the next day, do weightlifting. You're 53, if I'm correct on this, and you're overweight. The one thing you shouldn't do is wait. That's the one thing you shouldn't do. Let's get moving.
That's true.
And again, we're going to be at booth 113 or 1118?
I think 1113. Right?
1113.
1113. That's a nice way to say it. I like that.
Yeah, right.
1113. And we're going to be there. We are there all day Friday, all day Saturday, Vegas.
Yeah. Yeah.
So come see us.
I asked you guys last week about enclomiphene my doctor recently prescribed for my
I remember
sub
that.
300 test level in my late 20s. My wife and I are still wanting to have kids. Would asking about HCG/TRT combo be better?
So, yeah.
I'm just alone.
You know, I mean, I think that, you know, I mean, the enclomiphene should be raising the testosterone levels, should be raising semen levels. But if you're taking like a sperm analysis and it's not doing the trick, then you're going to want to go with like, you know, you can go with HCG or even FSH injectable. That's follicle stimulating hormone in a bottle. So, you know, that's going to be the ultimate. But, you know, at that point, a lot of doctors don't like to see patients go on TRT. They always tell them to get off. If you go on straight TRT, it's going to shut down your NASH production. When it shuts down NASH production, you're going to produce lower semen than you did when your testosterone is natural, and that's just is what it is. So at that point, what do? You go on the enclomiphene or the HCG, and at that point, it ignites that and it stimulates it, so you go abundant. So the reason being on TRT is a vital thing is because it will increase your drive to want to have more chances at hitting the target. So the more you shoot, the better chances you have of getting the result of getting pregnant. The less you shoot, the less chances you have, right? So if you have good semen production, now at that point, you want to just keep shooting as many times as you possibly can until you hit the goal. You know, and if you've had your wife checked out or your girlfriend or a fiance, or you've been checked out and you have a sperm analysis and everything is good, then at that point, you guys should be set up for success.
Great question. Great question.
That's a good one. And we get them all the time, guys. So if you're looking to do something like that, Titan Medical Center can help you. We have awesome fertility protocols. We've helped a number of people get pregnant, including like Dave Palumbo. He's one of them for sure. Helped him originally.
Dave got pregnant? That's cool.
Not Dave himself, but his wife. Dave getting his wife.
Sorry, I thought you went woke for a second.
I don't want Dave coming after me. Telling me.
You just cut John out of it. Just say you got, he got pregnant. I think Dave
not
was
June.
a good sense of humor.
Not June. You guys Schwarzenegger pregnant. Remember Arnold Schwarzenegger was pregnant?
That was a good movie too. And it was funny and sarcastic.
I'm surprised that movie has not came up in today's times with right with the multiple genders, like all of this, right? You got when you see Arnold, you got to tease him for me on that one, bro. You got to say it.
I will.
You know what? You were so far ahead of your time. So far ahead of your time. I don't know. I had to crack that one up. That was fun.
That was good.
Sure.
That was good.
All right. 34, been working out for 15 years, struggling to put on more size. Feels like I reached my genetic limits. Could you give me concrete example based on my potential blood work, what one could improve on? So what one could improve. So 34 years old. Okay. If you think you've hit your genetic plateau, you might have. But the first thing I would say is you want a blood test, right? And see where everything's at. And then you'll truly know, like, hey, listen, where are my genetics at? Or where's my blood work stand with my genetics and what I've been doing? So when we blood test, we'll see. 34 years old, I see a lot of 34-year-olds on low testosterone or on the lower end of things. So it might not even be your genetic limits that you're hitting. It might be your levels, unless you've had your levels checked previously. But I would check your levels, as far as that goes, the first step. Now, if those levels are on the lower end, we're saying like 300, 400, they're not clinically deficient, we can still help, especially if you're having any other symptoms or anything like, low T side effects or whatever it is. So, it would definitely improve a number of different things. It's definitely going to improve being able to put muscle mass on, more mental clarity, metabolism, and a number of other things. So, the first thing I would say is get the blood test. Go to typemedicalcenter.com, purchase a blood test from there. You're going to get your slip. We'll have the results for you in 3 to 4 business days, and you're good to go. What up, Mona?
Hey, Johnny.
How you doing?
The man had to take a little break. I'm like, I'm here to take over. I always like to jump.
Okay. The real boss.
Yeah.
To see you.
I was talking to Mike the other day about that hair foam. We need some more of that. And
Okay.
I know you guys talked about biotin, but would you do all of them? Would you do the biotin? We have the shots, and then we have biotin in a fill
Hair
form, and then we have the hair foam. I don't remember the name of it. He's using all of it. Would you do all of it, or just some stuff?
I would
All
do
of
all
it?
of it.
Right, that's what he's doing.
You're hitting it 3 different ways. You're hitting it topically, you're hitting it injectable wise for absorbency, and then you're hitting it orally too as well. And then the only like one thing that you might overlap, just one ingredient, would be in the hair health capsule, there's biotin, but you take an injectable biotin. But in the hair health capsule, it's not just biotin. It's got like 6 or 7 other ingredients in there. So you're getting a lot of other things with that too. So those 3 things are definitely going to help. 1, regrow hair, thicken hair, and help you from losing hair. So, there's a lot of great benefits with those things, especially the hair foam and everything like that. Like that's a big one. A lot of guys use that in the injectable biotin. Girls like the hair health capsules, the injectable biotin. That's like their big thing. So, and girls.
Yeah, Mike is using it all. He wants to keep whatever hair he has. It's like, I'm just using all of it. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm with that. I'm with that.
And then we were talking also about last night when we got home. We were talking about mods. That is that to maintain muscle or to help to put on more muscle?
You talking about MOTS-C?
Yeah, MOTS-C, yes. Sorry.
Sure.
Yes.
So MOTS-C, what MOTS-C does is it basically like it turns your metabolism into an exercise metabolism. So it helps burn fat. Like, yeah, so that's what it does. MOTS-C is like, it's an exercise. They call it like exercise in a bottle. I don't like that term too much, but that's the term that they do give it. And that's one thing that will help turn up. So this is something that's great for a patient that really wants to burn body fat. If that's the main thing, utilize that. And you can utilize that with the other therapies too, like ECAs or AOD or whatever other therapy you want to use. GLPs. A lot of people use those too with it. So it's a great combination to use it with.
Okay, so I was wrong. I thought it was just to put on muscle. So it's a fat burner, kind of.
Yeah, I don't think as far as muscle, it can help, I guess, a little bit, but that's not like the main drive.
Okay, it just shows me that Mike knows what he's talking about. I know nothing.
I do not know anything.
Yeah. Talking about matzo.
Says, hope all is going well. What's your opinion about NAD plus? NAD, it's the best. It's one of the best. It's something that everybody should be utilizing, especially as you age. Great for anti-aging, great for cellular repair, right? Damage to the body. This is great for mental clarity. So there's a lot of great benefits with NAD. And like I said, this is something that everybody should be utilizing, especially as you age. NAD is in our system naturally and depletes. So you have to put this back in your system or something, some way, somehow. And like I said, this is another anti-aging mitochondrial effect, that you want. So NAD should be definitely in everybody's regimen.
Saying thanks for all the.
That's nice. Well, thank you. This is very kind of you, sir.
No question. Just thank you for changing my life, Mike. Oh, Mike, you're changing lives. Hell yeah, that's awesome.
Talking about changing lives, I get to jump out of here next week and go off to Vegas. And I get to hang out with the Titan Medical team. It will be great. these things are really, if you guys have never been to an expo, great ones to go to is the Arnold and the Olympia. And this is where we'll be. We'll be at the Olympia, be able to come there. And if you have, and the great things, if you're in Vegas, make it. If you're not in Vegas, I would come in for it. I've never missed an Arnold Classic or the Arnold Festival, as they call it now. But I've been going to the Olympias since 1987 was my first one. These things are fun. The expos are great. Everybody's there. And our booth is so much fun. And he's got, Johnny, can you tell him everything that we have going on at the booth?
Yeah, so I mean, we have a ton of giveaways, from t-shirts to tank tops to exclusive Titan gear we're giving away. We're gonna probably give away 2 free blood works every day for people that sign up. So at that point, we'll reach out to people and they can hook up with that. We're gonna do our contest with you and Mike, and some of the Titanettes for Sunday. We got a huge space, a 30 by 30 setup, huge Titan stage, a ton of different celebrity guests that are coming by, or even fitness celebrity guests or influencers, if you want to call them that. And then our Titanettes and our Titan team. So, I mean, we hold a high standard for our Titanette models, obviously, and our Titans. So you're going to see some of the beautiful Titan bikinis getting flossed around by some of those Titanette models, and some of our leggings and onesies. And of course, our Titans, we're going to be in something. I don't even know yet. I haven't even picked out our guy outfits yet. I picked out the girls, but I haven't picked out the guys. But we'll be in something very nice, and we're going to be taking pictures all day, every day with the fans. We got our own photographer there, so you guys will be able to get your own personalized picture with Michael Hearn or some of the other Titan or Titanettes that are there. It's just going to be a great time. It's a great energy, a great vibe at our booth. We're right in the middle of everything, so at that point, you're going to want to be there. Yeah, you never know what's going to happen. Last year, things happened. You never know. So you're going to have to be there to witness it. And if you're not going to be able to be there, don't worry. We're going to capture everything through the lens, and you guys will be there participating on the back end of things. So, one way or the other, you guys will get to experience the Titan Medical Center Olympia. But if you're there, you're going to have a better experience than you would if you weren't.
Let's throw the link back up for blood work here. Just for anybody here that's interested in getting the blood work done. Thanks for the questions, guys. Appreciate that today. The main thing is on Tuesdays, we really want you to understand that as fun as weightlifting is, it can be frustrating if the body's not working with you. And that's the biggest point that Johnny and me are trying to talk to you guys about, especially Johnny, that if the body's working with you, man, your body's going to change. And I can help you change it with nutrition and training, but my recommendation is you got to start at Titan Medical to make sure the body's working right. And again, Johnny is helping you guys optimize your bodies, and he has me. And so I know what you guys are thinking, like maybe you don't need, I'm the guy that's saying, I'm glad I found Titan Medical. I'm glad I found John. I'm glad I'm part of the team there, and I'm glad that I utilize the stuff that Titan Medical has and gets me. And so I'm thankful, my friend, and I appreciate you making sure that my blood work looks good and your team overlooks it. And John has some incredible staff there. The people he has working there are incredible. I love my girl that talks to me about my blood work. She lays in going, wait a minute, what's going on here? We got to take care of this. And that's great. It's great to have somebody outside of yourself, and so get your blood work done. John, just real quick before we go, give him a rundown again on what's going on for peptides this week. And I also had a question for you. If someone's out there and their T levels are not good, let's give them the foundation and suggest that they should get on T. But what are 2 other things that they should look at to possibly start peptide-wise that would help them get in great shape? If the foundation is their T, that's taken care of. That's going to help their testosterone levels. But what are 2 other things that will help them in the gym getting their dream physique?
Sure. I think one is a GHRH. I don't care which one you want to do, whether it's CJC or testosterone or hexarelin or masterelin. If you can be disciplined, MK, one of those for sure. The other one I would do is Hercules Potion. Hercules Potion is going to be great for recovery. It's going to be great for pumps. It's going to be great for liver functions, collagen, muscle building. So there's so much in there that you're going to be able to utilize. So I would definitely utilize the GHRH because with testosterone, you have the foundation laid. Testosterone levels look good. You're balancing other hormones. Now you're raising growth hormone levels naturally, which is great, getting that anti-aging effect, getting that recovery effect from that. And then you have Hercules Potion too. You're utilizing this in the gym or in the training sessions. You're getting the recovery, you're getting the muscle pump, you're getting the liver protection, you're getting the collagen. You're getting a lot of different things just with 2 different therapies right there. So that's just one aspect. If I had to add one more in, I'd add an ECA in. At that point, you have the complete pre-workout if you want a complete pre-workout, or you have energy or your thermogenesis burning all day, getting you going. So at that point, you have energy covered, mental clarity covered. Those are the 3 things.
Love it. I love it. Mo, any final questions? Jeffrey, any final questions before I let Johnny run free from me?
Are the abs looking ready for the O?
Are the abs looking ready? Jeff wants an ab check.
Me?
Yeah. Woo-hoo-hoo. We're ready. Look at that.
I don't know. Am I ready? I don't know. Am I ready?
You're ready. You're ready.
Am I ready? I'm a little hairy.
Shave that thing up. Come on.
Come on.
Yeah, we're
you
ready.
think I'm going to go out there, Jeff, and not have 6-pack abs? You're crazy.
That's right.
We know.
You know what I mean?
We know. You're a leader, man.
You know, they're like, man, are you and Mike going to have an OnlyFans? Because I got a lot of panties that need to get washed. Like, send them in. $5 a pair. Scrub.
There we go.
Right there. You're good.
Thanks for hanging, my man. The peak's on Johnny. I'll see you in just over a week, my friend.
I'll see you very shortly, bro. Very, very
I
shortly.
love it, man. I love it. You need anything? You know where I'm at. Thanks, Johnny.
Of course. I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.
Bye-bye. Hey, guys. Thanks for hanging out today. I appreciate it. Again, get over to Titan Medical. Get your stuff rocking and rolling. You can do a single shot here. And then also, if you want to talk to me about the blood work and what they're recommending too, feel free to do that. But I'll do that for you guys in the Titan Crew. And that's a private group over on Facebook. And that's where what we'll do is I will set you up on your nutrition. I will set you up on your training off of your goals on what you want to do. And then from there, I will help you understand what your blood work is doing, what it's not doing, and what you need to do to make sure that you're optimized and get in the best shape of your lives. It is, wow, tomorrow October 1st?
Is it September?
Jeez Louise.
September's 31 or 30?
What do we got, ladies and gentlemen?
Okay.
Holy moly. Tomorrow's the 1st.
Yep.
Guys, we're in October. And the reason I say that is because it's October, November, December. Boom. Yeah, January 1st is coming. And this is a great time because what we're thinking, or at least I'm thinking this, we got 12 to 14 weeks, right? Until the new year. And so that is enough time to start prepping and getting ready to get in shape. And so let's rock and roll. Let's jump in the Titan Crew today. I'll put a link up here for you guys later. When the show goes live and we plaster it up, we'll put the link there for you guys to jump in the Titan Crew. Put in your check-ins. And we got to do check-ins, don't we? Yeah. And we'll do check-ins and make sure that you guys are, first of all, in the group. And we make sure that you guys are looking good. Is this the new script for tomorrow?
Just the size, just on the right now, yes.
All right. We'll be on set tomorrow filming a movie. Life is good. We're back in it. Titan Crew, everybody check in. And if you're not in the Titan Crew, get your butts over there and check in. We'll talk to you later.